I wanted to spitball this rumination I've been having recently on nihilism and death. When you confront nihilism, you're confronting the void. You're confronting basically this reality, whether or not you think it's potential or actual. You're confronting a reality that there is no purpose, there is no meaning. So you're left with nothing. You're left with no rock to stand on. You're left with no straw, no rope to grasp, and you're free falling. So nihilism is much like death, because if you were to confront death and survive, if you really face your fear of death, you know what you're living for. You know what to live for. Nihilism is something that I think an authentic human being has to undergo in order that process of discovery, of self-reinvention, of self-actualization may be truly intertwined with one's core being, with one's essence, because you don't know what you're made of. You don't know what you truly are unless you are left with absolutely nothing, unless you are absolutely left alone with the void. So, when you have fear in general, you have to rise up in courage to face your fear. And you do that through one of two ways: through direct action without thinking about it, without letting the fear take root or foothold in your mind, or through applying the truth in understanding to confront that fear. Fear has to be confronted with the body and the mind. And when this is done, it is seen that fear is an illusion. But some fears, like the fear of death, will take everything that you have in order to overcome. So, when that is really understood, nihilism is no longer a threat. Because if you overcome the fear of death, you are essentially born again. To comprehend death and not die, you know what you're living for. And if you know what you're living for, you know what your values are. If you know what your values are, you're not nihilistic. I say this to encourage anyone who may feel that life is hopeless. On the day in which you feel like you were never born, just know that you still matter.